Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. Y'all, I am making it do what it do. You hear me? Woo-wee. Okay. I just came back from taking the dogs on a walk, and I said it is time for me to do my review on You, Me, and the Ex, Season 1, Episode 7, Hot Mess Express. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me, y'all, I'm hot for the long haul. Thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of You, Me, and the Ex, Season 1, Episode 7, Hot Mess Express, I probably would rate this episode a C minus. um, it was okay, right? But it just won't the best. Okay, yeah, I said won't. Okay. It wasn't the best. We got a couple of little nuggets out of there, and that was it. Okay. So let's get started. The first couple that I want to talk about this week is Lisa, Jimmy, Wendy, and Jack. Now, as we all know, they are going to, they were in an RV and they are headed to their son's college because they want to celebrate his 21st birthday. And so they have had, chaos and confusion, love and pain, flirting and humping, and it all going on the RV. They have finally made it to his college campus, and they call him out for a surprise. And he comes out of the dorm room, and there they are, all of them in their glory, hugging him and loving him and telling him that they, are there for his to celebrate his birthday. His roommates and friends from up north are all coming down because they all drove the RV from, I believe it was New Jersey to Florida, in order to surprise him. And so he comes out, he's surprised that they're all there. He knows that this probably was like a hectic trip for them, having all of them in that SUV like that, right? And so, okay, there we go. I'm just gonna have an arm cramp. I'm just gonna have an arm cramp for y'all. Um, and so, he comes out, they're surprised, all that kind of stuff. They take him, out and all of that kind of stuff. And it's just, excuse me, y'all. And it's just, the family getting together. And so they hook him up with his friends and all of that kind of stuff. And is it actually, y'all, it's so hot that my glasses is fogged up. I can't with me today. That is how hot it is. Okay. So, they have this party for him. They surprise him with all his friends and everything, and he's excited about it. And now, of course, we know Lisa, is there to handle something that everybody else isn't ready to handle, especially Jimmy. She has been saying the whole time that she wants her son to understand or to know the details of why the two of them separated and divorced. And frankly, it's none of his business. If he wants to know this information, he'll ask himself. He's 21 years old now. Whatever he needs to know about this relationship between the two of them, he'll know. And so, they gave him this party, and then the next day, she wants to hit him with this. And so Jimmy comes out to just have a conversation, and he had already told Lisa that this is not what he wanted to do. Of course, Lisa sits there and tries to bring up the subject matter, and Jimmy gets up and leave. And I don't blame Jimmy at all. I would leave too if this was something that I had already indicated to her that I did not want to do. The son was sitting there in despair and and confused about what was going on with them, right? Because at this point, this is not what he bargained for. And so, it'll be a continuation. The next couple that I want to talk about is my boy Alex and Caroline. Now, as we all know, Caroline had indicated to Alex that, you know, her girlfriends combined with Valentine's Day, combined with a whole bunch of other foolala, has caused her to reconsider this relationship between Alex and Steven. And so she tells him that she's uncomfortable with it, continuing to be the way it is. Everywhere that they go, everything that they do, Steven is involved in it. And so the two of them, have a conversation about it, and they agree that, okay, let's deal with Steven. And so Alex decides that he's going to go and meet Steven by himself and explain to him that the relationship as he knows it has to stop because he is about to propose to Caroline. And so, we get there and we see Steven, he's sitting on a rock, and Steven comes up and he smiles and everything. And I know that Alex is in love with Caroline, but I ain't sure whether or not Alex is still not having feelings for Steven. Now, we have seen during this whole season that, Alex gets very emotional when he talks about the hurt that he experienced at the hands of Steven. But I'm going to tell you right now, there was something in Alex's eye when the Steven walked up. I don't know what it is, but it's something. Okay, inquiring minds want to know. So anyway, he walks up and they greet one another and everything. And Steven looks a little bit perplexed about this conversation. And Alex begins to tell him that he plans on proposing to Caroline, and that while he would like to continue to have his friendship with him, things are going to have to change. He can't be involved all the time. He can't call the way that he has been calling and all of that kind of stuff. And Steven gets very emotional about it. He says that he thought that, having Alex in his life the way that he did, that eventually Alex would come around. Who would have thunk it? Okay? Although Steven doesn't seem like he's ready for a relationship, I don't know if he's giving Alex the closure that Alex needs, but Steven was really holding out hope that Alex would flip. He said that he's shocked that Alex is even with a woman. So I don't know if he's feeling some kind of way because, Alex left him for a woman or left him, period, right? Um, I'm really curious about that, but he was emotional, and Alex was emotional when they were sitting on the sofa. They asked Stephen how was this the smash bang bang, and Alex said that everything that he does is fantastic, it's phenomenal, it's outstanding, and including that. But Stephen was really upset about the fact that Alex is really moving on with Caroline. I thought that that was very bold of Stephen to say, to be vulnerable and to put his feelings out there. And I guess for him, this is a closed door. Um, but I was like, wow, he really, really put his feelings out there. He became vulnerable in front of the producers. He was vulnerable in front of Alex, and I give him kudos for being that open and honest about that, how he felt about him. And I'm sure that, Caroline was thinking the same thing, probably not to that level. But I guess Alex must have been oblivious because if Alex thought that Steven was still in love with him like that, would he have continued that relationship with him? I don't know. But I tell you what, I am working on an interview with Alex. We have made contact, Alex and Caroline, and hopefully very, very soon we'll be able to have a conversation with them and ask those questions, right? So for all of you all who have been watching and sticking in with this show, trying to put this show on the map, right? I am absolutely working on an interview to talk to both Alex and Caroline, and I am so looking forward to it. And I hope you get excited about it too. We should be coming, doing it really, really soon. We're trying to work on some dates, and so yeah, I'm excited. So anyway, on to the next couple. The next couple is Kay Lovey and ooh, Kay Lovey, Phillip, and Jessica. I went today to go and look Kay Lovey up because I said this stuff that Kay Lovey is doing, this has got to be acting. And sure enough, she is an aspiring musician or singer. Child, that stuff sound like, when I listen to them songs, child, it sound like some elementary book, and it sound like the Chipmunks, Alvin and the Chipmunks, honey. I mean Alvina and the Chipmunks. Kay Lovey this week, you all, for all of y'all that did not watch it, because I'm watching this so you don't have to. Last week had called her mother and told her mom that she wanted her to pick her up. She goes downstairs and she tells him she's packing her stuff. Jessica says, I know. I heard you. And he says, I heard you. He's downstairs with Jessica talking about Kay Lovey behind her back like a mother. Okay? This man has no respect for Kay Lovey at all. Or at least this is how it's coming off. So Kay Lovey is packing up her things. She's upstairs in the room, and he, tells her he wants to have a conversation with her. He says, at this point, I'm going to beg you. Now, why couldn't he beg her in front of Jessica? So he tells Kay Lovey that he doesn't want her to leave. And why don't she think about going and staying in the cabin again? And so Kay Lovey says, why can't your ex stay in the cabin? He said she would if I didn't have these kids. Don't blame it on the kids. Don't blame it on the kids. Blame it on the kids. Don't blame it on the kids. He's trying to indicate that is why he's still with Jessica. No, that relationship between him and Jessica is more than what it appears to be. And the reason why I say that is because when she asked them whether or not the two of them were having sex, they neither denied it or affirmed it. So if it ain't going on, you would have denied it quickly. And neither one of them chose to do that. Okay, neither one of them. I see a super chat on there. Hold on, let me get my glasses. Hopefully they ain't fog still. No suckers was fogged out. It's so hot in the DMV. Oh. Thank you so much, Beverly Conley, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you. So, you know what? That's why I don't like going live on this, because I can see how many thumbs up and let me take these glasses off so I don't sweat that small stuff. Anyway, she says, I don't know what it is about him, but I'm going to go ahead on and stay at the cabin. He goes downstairs and talks to Jessica, and tells Jessica she wants to stay at the cabin. All this cussing and fussing that Kay did, and she compromises and stays at the cabin. This has got to be acting. It has to be. Now, according to her bio and the interview that she did, she is Filipino and Latina, or Latino. I'm hoping I'm saying that right so I don't disrespect nobody. And I'm saying, girl, I don't see it being real. I see this being fake. And I'm going to get down to the bottom of it. If anybody knows more than what we're seeing on that screen, please hit me up. Raydella, Mary, please put my email address in the comments section. If you know more about this girl, I want to know. If you her friend, if you're a cousin that don't like her, if you a co-worker, I'm telling you, this is acting. Any of them. This is acting. You ain't gonna tell me no different. This is absolutely acting. Oh, can't see it. Wait a minute. Oh, it won't show me. Thank you so much, Renee, for the $2.99 super sticker. Thank you, boo. Cause ain't nobody gonna go for that. Not after she, and then she keep on, period. Honey, you got commas, you got hyphens, you got semicolons, you got everything but a period. Because this right here is fake, and no woman would subject herself to this kind of stuff that you're going through. And then say there's something about him that I like and softens me. I didn't see you get soft. Come here, y'all. Didn't see it. Last but not least, Jennifer, Josh, Danielle, and whoever the other woman name is. They're having a baby. They've already had a gender reveal. They found out that it's a girl. And they are now having the baby shower. And so one of the friends comes over. Danielle, that's the other wife's name, Danielle. So the Jennifer's girlfriends come over, and one of Jennifer's girlfriend's husbands was asked to be a donor to a donor for Chantel. He said that he was not going to do it the way that they wanted him to do it. He wanted to actually have the baby by natural events. So they went back to Josh, and Josh was willing to do it, you know. He was willing to put it in the cup. He was willing to put it in the cup. So he puts it in the cup, and of course, you know, after so many chances and tries, they now have a baby. And so they have this baby shower, and the two women, Jennifer and Chantel, are like, you know, it just seems a little edgy between the men, because the other guy was saying that, you know, if he was the one that, you know, was with Chantel, that she would have had a baby the first try. Like, you don't know that, right? So anyway, nonetheless, they, you know, have this shower and everything. All their friends and their family come. And then the girls decide, everybody decides that they're going to go to a bar and grill. While they're at the bar and grill, Jennifer and Danielle make a decision that they want to walk around to all the patrons in the bar and tell all the patrons in the bar their story. You know, he's my ex-husband, he's her husband, he's my baby daddy, he's her baby daddy, and now my wife is pregnant by him. George got turned off by it because he felt like he was a clown on display, and I absolutely agree with him. the thing that they need to be more focused on is what role is he going to play in this. They are debating on whether or not they're going to have the baby at the house, because if they have the baby at the hospital, because of COVID protocols, they, are not going to be able to have everybody in the room. So now he's debating on, they need to be they're debating on that, but they need to be sitting down and talking about it. I just, if they came up to me in a bar and they said something like that, I wouldn't be interested. And I don't know why the cameramen thought that this was something, or the editors thought that this was something that we would be totally interested in. Again, it was a C- episode. I don't know what TLC is doing. Maybe they just trying to make more episodes out of these shows and keep them going, so they feeling doing these filler episodes. Because in my opinion, that's what they have been. They've been filler episodes, and I'm not impressed. And only reason why they got a C- was because I like Alex and Caroline and Steven. Other than that, they would have gotten a straight up D, damn near an F. But because I like them so much, it went up. But I'm telling you right now, Kay Lovey, I see you, girl. I see you. Anyway, y'all, that is the end of this review. I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer on the C- episode. I love you all to pieces. You all have a great night. Thank you so much for the super chats. I appreciate it, and it goes a long way. Love you all to pieces. Bye, y'all.